The Galactic Council had long dismissed humanity as a primitive species, unworthy of any serious consideration in the vast expanse of the universe. Their technology was rudimentary, their fleets small, and their understanding of the cosmos, compared to the mighty empires of the galaxy, laughable at best. Yet, time and again, humans had emerged victorious in conflicts where entire star systems had faltered, where civilizations far older than humanity had crumbled under the weight of their own hubris. The year was 2357, and the galaxy had already witnessed countless wars. The Galactic Empire, one of the most powerful factions in existence, had its eyes set on Earth. They underestimated the tiny blue planet, believing it to be nothing more than a remote and inconsequential speck in the universe. What they didn't realize was that Earth's past, its history of war, survival, and ingenuity, had shaped a species unlike any other. Admiral Harnack of the Galactic Empire, a towering figure with a mind as cold and calculating as any alien commander could possess, looked down upon the human fleet through the observation deck of his flagship. The human ships were small, barely a fraction of the size of his own fleet. Yet there was something in the way the humans held their formation, the way their ships moved in perfect harmony, that made Harnack uneasy. He dismissed the thought, attributing it to nothing more than a stubborn determination that the humans had been known for in their past conflicts. They had fought wars on their home planet for centuries, battling against each other and later against invading forces from other worlds. But the galactic stage was different. The Empire had crushed countless foes, from the Zorathians to the Vraxi, civilizations that were far more advanced than humans could ever dream of being. "Ready the fleet," Harnack commanded, his voice as cold as the void of space. "Let us show them how inferior they truly are." The battle began, and it didn't take long for the humans to prove their worth. Their ships, though smaller, moved with a precision that was uncanny. They didn't fight with the brute force of the Empire's massive warships. Instead, they employed tactics that left their enemies baffled. Each human ship seemed to anticipate the Empire's every move, evading fire and striking with pinpoint accuracy. Their fleets were far more adaptable than anything the Empire had encountered before. It was then that Harnack realized what he had underestimated. The true strength of humanity wasn't in their technology, their ships, or their weapons. It was in their relentless will to survive. Humans didn't fight to win a single battle. They fought to survive. And in the process, they learned, adapted, and evolved. Each conflict made them stronger, more creative, more relentless. Aboard the human flagship, Captain Maya Sanchez stood at the helm, her face illuminated by the soft glow of the control panels. She had faced battles that had seemed unwinnable, wars that had threatened to wipe out her species. Yet she had always emerged victorious, not because of overwhelming strength, but because of something far more dangerous, the human spirit. "Get me a direct line to Admiral Harnack," Captain Sanchez ordered. "It's time we end this." She knew the Empire's strength, but she also knew its arrogance. The Empire believed it could break humanity, as it had broken so many others before. But humanity had never broken. They had adapted, had evolved, had fought to the bitter end, and had always emerged victorious. It was not just in their ability to wage war. It was in their ability to outlast, to outthink, and to never, ever surrender. A communication link opened, and Harnack's cold visage appeared on the screen. He looked down at the human captain with disdain, his expression unreadable. "Your people are resilient, Captain Sanchez," he said, his voice dripping with contempt. "But resilience doesn't win wars. Power does. You are outmatched." Captain Sanchez's eyes narrowed, and a small, knowing smile crept across her face. "You're right. Resilience doesn't win wars, but it sure as hell keeps us in the fight long enough to win them." With a flick of her wrist, the orders were given. Human forces shifted into a new formation, one that the Empire had never seen before. The small human ships, now operating in perfect unison, created a network of fire and movement that was unlike anything Harnack had encountered. It wasn't just warfare, it was human warfare. The Empire's forces began to falter, their fleets unable to keep up with the humans' unpredictable tactics. As Harnack watched the chaos unfold, he finally understood. The humans didn't rely on overwhelming force or superior technology. They relied on something far more powerful, adaptability. Where others had failed, humanity had learned, adapted, and overcome. Hours later, the battle was over. The Empire's fleet, once so proud and powerful, was in ruins, and Harnack's flagship had been forced to retreat. The Galactic Empire had underestimated humanity, and in doing so, had sealed its own fate. Captain Sanchez stood at the bridge of the human flagship, her eyes scanning the stars as the remnants of the Empire's fleet retreated into the void. There was no triumph in her expression, no celebration. She had won many battles, but this one was different. It was a reminder of why humans had never lost a galactic war, because they never gave up. And when humanity was pushed to the edge, it did not break. It fought back. As Captain Sanchez looked out into the stars, she knew this war was far from over. But if there was one thing she had learned, it was this. The real reason humanity had never lost a galactic war wasn't because they were the strongest, the most advanced, or the most powerful. It was because, no matter the odds, no matter the enemy, humans always found a way to win. And that made them unstoppable.